What's up, everybody? This is Nod, back by popular demand, I guess. Alright, so this is something I should have done a long time ago. This is the skill file, the RPG file, whatever you want to call it. And whenever you're making a new zone, you really always want to start off with this because all the other files really do depend off of it. So let's just get started, and we'll just, to make a new skill, you just click Edit and click New Skill. There's really no other options here. I mean, it's just the skill file. This is all you do. So whenever you make a new skill, the first thing, let's come over here, you got your skill ID. Now your skill ID is given to you whenever you make the new skill, obviously. Each time you make a new skill, it's going to auto increment +1. So I mean, this will be the 10th skill, and then the next one I make will be the 11th skill. Now you use that later on whenever you go to recall the skill logic. I'll explain that later on in the tutorial. Price, let's say we want it to cost 1,000 experience points. Now you should know that whenever it says price, it actually means cost in experience points. We actually have the cash adjustment over here. But anyhow, so let's say that the price would be 1,000 experience points, or you can make it actually give them, actually no, scratch that. I don't really think that you can. So you just, let's say it costs 1,000 experience to buy it. So next, moving on, you got -1. Now -1 means it's going to use a formula factor that you actually specify later on in the configuration file. I'll see if I can get some time together to make a video tutorial for that. You've always got your good old item descriptions down here. They kind of help. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're pretty crappy. But so -1 means it's a formula factor. You can go with -2, which is actually unpurchasable. That's fun to say, unpurchasable. So yeah, you got -2 for that. It is worth noting that even though you cannot buy the skill, it will always show up in the skilled list, which kind of sucks for maybe some of the advanced zones. We're running into a problem with it in ours, but anyhow. Next option is your category. Category is pretty important. It's inside the game. It'll be the head category that you see over on the left side of it. Whenever you click on it, it'll drop your subtree there. So we'll just type in the new skill. That's our new category. Reset skills. Now this means, is it going to reset any of their skills? Now you have a couple options here. It's none by default. You also have the option for only skills, which is like if I'm a sniper right now and I buy the Ripper Gunner, whenever I get the Ripper Gunner, am I still going to own Sniper? So if you don't want them to own both classes at the same time, you're always going to want to have it reset their skill. You can also have it to reset only attributes. Now attributes are like any ol whenever you're buying your vehicle skill or whatever. Those are actually very separate from skills. So you can have it only reset attributes, or you can have it reset both. Your skill name, well, that's pretty obvious. We'll put our new skill. That's our new skill name. Reset inventory. 0 means no, 1 means yes. And that's pretty self-explanatory. Are they going to lose their inventory or not? The vehicle ID, whenever they buy the new skill, is it going to change the vehicle? And you pretty much always have a different vehicle for each class. I mean, your infantry vehicle is not going to be the same thing as your medic one. That's why they're different colors and all that. And we'll look down here. Here's our new skill. It's under the new skill category. Our new skill, there it is. So we're back to it, and you have the description. What is it going to show up under the skill? We'll type in blah blah blah. That's a pretty good description. I like it. Inventory adjustments. What are they going to be given whenever they get the new class? Are they going to get a new gun as a bonus? You can add that all in here, and you can select whatever you want. And of course, how many they're going to get. So our guy is going to get 200 alien brains whenever he switches classes, which is kind of gross. But anyhow, now that's how to make a new basic skill. Now here's how to make a new attribute. Whenever you make an attribute, it starts out with a negative instead of a positive number. Skills are positive, attributes are negative. You with me? I hope so. Everything else is exactly the same. Now, whenever you are making a skill, you always get your skill ID. You're gonna want to remember all those. let me do a run through for the skill logic with you. I guess that's where we're at now. Now this is actually complicated. It really is. But if you can get this, I'm proud of you. You did good. Now, skill logic. You should know that the top box up here with the text, don't even click it. Don't mess with it. You can use it up there, but it's pretty worthless. So just pretend like that is not even there. Down here you have your numeric logic skill display, and now, alright, I hope you guys are quick because I'm gonna go quick. Now down here you have 60. Now that's going to require the skill 60. Remember your skill ID up here? And I happen to know that skill 60 is under the rookie division. There you go. 60 means conscript. So to be able to be a maintenance technician, you must have conscript, and you get the little and sign there. So conscript and the @ sign. Now the @ sign, you can come up here to, let's see, special cases, and you can double click here and it'll put the @ sign down there, and the @ sign means experience. So that must be conscript and have 400 experience points. And now you see the little -20 there? That means that we're dealing with an attribute. If you remember, we were talking about those just a second ago. And you can see up here under the skills, -20 is veteran, our veteran skill. Now after you put in the skill ID for veteran, which in this case is -20, you can have up to 999 attribute points inside your attribute whenever you're buying it. Like if you were to have actually 999 vitality or whatever from eel. So you always have to have all 3 digits, and in this case we only actually are requiring 1. You see the 1 there? We are requiring 1 veteran. But because even though it's just 1, you still have to have the other preceding digits. I hope you understood that, because that's about as good as it's going to get for me right now. So you must have 1 veteran right there, and the last one, 18. So that's a -18. So we're dealing with an attribute. So we'll come over here, which is technician or technical skill, and you have to have 2. See the 2 zeros right there? Even though, now if I were to require 12, I'd take away one of those zeros and just put a 1. So you still got the 3 digits with the negative attribute whatever in front of it. And that's about it. That really is. I hope that you guys got it. I try to be quick. I mean, Google has that good old 10-minute rule. But well, I guess if any of you guys have some questions, just leave a comment or something, and I'll try to remember it, and I'll get those answered.